recently I've written an opinion piece in the Financial Mail about the development, but I just wanted to comment on something that's true of both events that I was involved in '94, trying to get UCT to submit themselves to a master plan for what has become the Two Rivers Urban Park. Now, I take your point about we need to look at the river in its wholeness, but it seems to me that if the focus were really put very strongly on getting all the owners of the Two Rivers Urban Park, you might make some progress. I mean, I know that the council created one management plan that was environment friendly, and they fired those consultants and brought on other consultants who were more development friendly. But one of the things UCT would not do in 1994 is submit themselves to anything like a master plan, because one of their arguments was it's just too complicated, there are too many owners. Now, what the council has done this time is very shrewdly stuck to council land. So as far as I can tell, everything that's being developed is purely one owner. But surely getting a really good, solid Two Rivers Urban Park management plan that favors a green lung and allows for densification outside of that, would that not be a worthwhile big goal?
So I'm going to suggest we pick that up after our last speaker, because that's a general discussion, rather than have Nick respond, because it's for all of us to take up. I know that Mark had one more question, but can you keep it brief?
Not easy, but
You could do it.
there was a management plan that was consulted over 5 years and adopted by the city in 2003, and it said that the Liesbeek on the west and north of this River Club site should be restored to full flow, and the biodiversity of that river was protected in perpetuity. Okay, that's the first point. The city failed to do that, and to the point where, because of the bad design of the pipe that conveys water below the weir, it's got blocked up because of silt buildup, okay? And that's been complained about over a number of years, to the point where the lower Liesbeek on the west of the site is stagnant because the flow has been cut off by neglect or by design. So this is the definition between the two parts of the Liesbeek. The upper part, as Nick is saying, is good quality. The lower part is definitely not. And that gets a backwash from the sewerage of the Black River, and all of that should be fixed up. The city knows that its sewers in Athlone are completely overflowing, and they promise to restore that with investment in 5 years' time. But there is no capacity at the moment, and yet they are approving an additional massive development which has no place for its sewage.
So this is we hold that point for later.